This was the room where Gideon had been held captive several months earlier, where Bubba, Amy, and I had hunted him down, breaking into the magical cage while Therians from another tribe slammed on the door, trying to kill us before we could free him. Even if I hadn't been able to place the dull gray carpet and open layout, I certainly recognized the broken remains of the cube where Gideon had been trapped. They were there, just as I'd last seen them when fleeing the building. All that was different was that now a desk and a few chairs were set up in front of the twisted metallic remnants of a trap strong enough to ensnare a dragon. Sitting behind the desk, drawing in a coloring book, was Gideon, whose childlike appearance belied the tremendous power and knowledge resting inside him. The door whispered shut behind me, and I realized that the Therians had left me alone in the room. Not even they liked to be around Gideon any more than was strictly necessary. Since I didn't have the luxury of fleeing, I decided to say something and start things off. Given how nervous I was, I hardly think I can be blamed for grasping the easiest conversational option available. "I thought you'd have cleared that out by now." I nodded to the massive remains of his cage, as if he didn't know what I was talking about already. Setting down his crayon, Gideon looked up from the coloring book with a stare meant to scrutinize. It was unsettling to see on a child's face, though I was slowly getting used to that effect when dealing with Gideon. It beat his aura any day of the year.
"Interesting."
Slowly, Gideon hopped off the chair, raised to its highest so he could see over the desk, and approached me. Every step was tentative, as if he thought I might bolt should he move too fast. Eventually, he got within a few feet, close enough that I could reach out and rumple his hair were I so suicidally inclined.
"This has already proven to be a fascinating meeting. I wasn't sure you'd be able to withstand my aura anymore."
"Why wouldn't I? You gave me your blood," I reminded him.
"Indeed, and far more than a drop on that night."
He gestured absent-mindedly to the cage's remains, never taking his eyes off me.
"But from the reports I received, all that power had been used up, burned through in my escape. The effects of such gifts are temporary, as you must know by now. Even the drop I gave you would never have lasted so long, were you the sort to actually use your abilities. When the draconic power in your veins is tapped out, so too should go your immunity to my aura. Yet here you stand, unbothered by my presence."
"I do still find you very intimidating," I said, not sure if I was trying to reassure Gideon that I was still meek and cowardly, or that he had more than enough mojo to be terrifying.